Hey, good afternoon everyone. I'm Nabila and I'm going to be your moderator for today's discussion. Before we get started, I would like to tell the regulations for our discussion today. First, everyone should respect each other's point of view. Second, please do not interrupt someone mid-sentence. And third, I will be the one who will guide the flow of this discussion. As we all know, the topic of today's discussion will be about e-learning, and more specifically about whether e-learning can be a substitute for classroom learning. And who wants to begin?
I would like to start. I personally think that e-learning is a good substitute for classroom learning. Why do I say this? Because people have different pace of learning, and I believe that e-learning allows students to take as much time as they want or speed up their learning process.
This is very true. In e-learning, there will be no distractions from other students, and the lessons can be completed at a time that is convenient for the students.
If you say that e-learning has less distraction, I feel that you're mistaken. E-learning requires students to use laptop or sort like it. It's very likely that students might be distracted with online video, online gaming, and many more.
Yes, I agree. They may actually cheat because nobody supervised them. They can actually browse their answer by online.
Well, you do have a point, but it's also likely that students are able to cheat in a classroom setting. Besides, e-learning is really good for self-discipline.
How?
Well, students can really immerse in their own work.
I don't really understand what I'm saying.
Okay, maybe that was a bit confusing, so I would elaborate on that. Perhaps what you meant was e-learning requires students to teach themselves, and this might result in better comprehension. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Referring to the self-discipline we mentioned earlier, what we meant by this is e-learning somehow teach students to manage their online usage and know when to stop to use the internet for entertainment and study instead.
To be quite frank, I don't think you can generalize everyone to be able to do that. In addition, e-learning doesn't expose students to sufficient changes to socialize with their friends because they are often in the condition of being at home.
That is a very important point. Education is surely important, but in the future, it is not the only thing that matters. Student also needs to interact with others to develop their social skills.
I'm of a different opinion. Personally, I think not everyone they socialize with at school gives positive impacts on their lives.
Yeah, that's really true because there are so many cases of bullying at school and students might encounter peer pressure. Besides, they can still socialize when they e-learn.
Nice one, you.
Okay, guys, let's get back to our topic. Fania, Austin, do you have anything to say to Joy's statement?
Can you elaborate what you mean by socializing?
What I meant was e-learning doesn't mean they learn all by themselves, but they can also make a study group.
That may be true, but I still believe that when students socialize at school, it gives a different experience because they meet so many types of people that they need to deal with.
I totally agree. I think that those who study with e-learning develop less skill and in a much slower pace than those who actually learn through classroom setting.
Excuse me, I'm completely against this statement. I mean, those who study through e-learning definitely has more time to sharpen their soft skills and also to explore more on themselves.
I disagree with your statement, Austin. I think that your point of view is not carefully thought of. Formal education does not guarantee someone's success. We know that this is a fact. Take a look at Steve Jobs. He dropped out of school and yet he succeeded and became one of the most influential people in the technological world.
Yeah, but that's not apply everyone. Steve Jobs actually experienced classroom learning, a real education that obviously is not the same as your e-learning method.
And
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but I think we're quite straying away from our main topic of this discussion. So, just to remind, if you want to counter, do it in a respectful manner. And let's calm down, everyone. So, anyone wants to continue?
I do. Not all learning methods work on everyone. Tactical learners, for example, need to get hands-on experience in order to digest the information given. This might not be possible through the e-learning.
I partly agree. You are only referring to one type of learner. What about the others? For example, audio learners, visual learners, they understand more when they see or listen to things. And I believe that e-learning plays a big part here.
Well, to be honest, what you say is true.
Right?
Well, throughout this discussion, I actually realized that both classroom learning and e-learning have their own benefits and cost. What do you think, guys?
Yes, I agree.
Well, yeah, but actually it depends on students' personality and their interest.
Yep, I'm with you on this one.
Alright, I guess we reach a conclusion here. So, e-learning does give more free time for students to explore themselves, but classroom learning offers more experience for social interaction. Also, from what I conclude from this discussion, different techniques of studying suits different people because they have different ways of learning. E-learning can't be said to be a substitute to classroom learning. So, anyone have any other thoughts perhaps?
Yes, I just want to add a little bit. Like you said, we cannot say that e-learning can substitute classroom learning. Because I realized that they both depend on one another. A combination of both might actually give a better result.
Okay, right. So is everyone happy with the conclusion?
Yeah.
Alright, guys, thank you for your participation and cooperation in this discussion. Thank you.